Hi and welcome. Today I want to talk about chord changes and I want to help you improve your chord changes with a fun little workout, okay? You're going to do it with me, it's going to be loads of fun. We're going to build it up in stages and we're really going to master those chord changes once and for all. Now, chord changes are one of the biggest reasons why people quit the guitar and they want to throw it out the window and you get it and just launch it, you know? We've all felt the frustration of chord changes. They are hard, okay? Especially at first. But the key thing is that you build it up in stages, use good technique and use patience. I often talk about the 5,000 number rule, okay? Imagine that you've got to practice every chord change 5,000 times before it gets good. That probably sounds like quite a lot, but you know what? If you practice 10 chord changes in a minute, you know, and you do that for a few minutes a day, and you do that, you know, a few times a day throughout the week, you're going to get to that number pretty fast, you know, within a couple of months, okay? But the key thing is that you really focus. So the first chord change we're going to do is going to be a G to E minor, okay? And this is level 1. This is a chord change that most people are pretty good at, but it's worth practicing, okay? So we're just going to do a little 1 strum on each chord. So G to E minor. We're going to do that a few times. So ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so hopefully you're pretty good at that already. If not, don't worry. You take your time, just get it good. Try and land the fingers all at the same time. Stay relaxed. Don't let your shoulders tense up. Take a nice big deep breath before we do it. Level 2 is going to be A minor to E minor. So slightly harder for some people, but maybe slightly easier. You know, there's no hard and fast rules. These are just a general idea, an average for, difficulty levels. Okay, so A minor to E minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, notice how I'm leaving my middle finger on the 2nd fret D string for both of those chords, okay? So that can help with the A minor to the E minor, and pivoting a finger. It's a nice little tip there. Okay, level 3, slightly harder again, G to A minor, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now that's harder because you can't pivot a finger, you can't leave a finger on, you've got to take them all off, okay? Now you can play the G in multiple different ways. Some people play the G like that, okay? And if you do that, you can start getting your index ready for the 1st fret of the B string for the A minor, and then you can pivot. But some people prefer the G like that or like that. Now, there's no rules with playing the G chord. I like to play the G in multiple ways because it gives me options for different songs. But in the early days, you want to pick the way that's most comfortable for you, okay? And now think about that chord to the next chord, okay? How is it going to work from that G to the A minor? If you're going to play it like that, try and land all the fingers together and build the muscle memory. Remember, repetition is key, but so is repetition, with good muscle memory, okay? It's no point in hammering bad muscle memory because it just leads to bad habits. Okay, level 4, C to A minor, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you might think, the C to A minor is slightly easier than G to A minor, but it can be if you can play the C chord. Now a lot of beginners struggle with the C chord. They find it really difficult. So C to A minor can be tough, okay? It can be as tough as G to A minor. A lot of people play the G easier than the C. If your C chord, there's notes like that are dead and buzzing, it's a technique issue, and you need to probably watch some of the videos on my channel, on technique and getting the fundamentals and relaxing the shoulder, maybe playing in a classical position and practicing with a capo can help, particularly if you struggle with the C chord. You can put the capo on, practice the C there, move the capo down 1 fret, practice it there, then a few days later or whatever, put it there, and you gradually increase the stretch on your fingers. So there's no definite levels with these, okay? So, that's just a general idea that C to A minor is hard for a lot of people. But once you can play the C, you can leave your 2 fingers on your index and middle for the A minor. To C. So there you go. The next one that we're going to do is a G to D. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, some people like that and might find it a bit easier than some of the others because the G, depending on how you play it, you can pivot a finger. You can leave your ring finger on 3rd fret of the B string for both the G and the D. That can make the chord change significantly easier. But if you're playing a G like this, the old school folk way, the Cat Stevens G as I call it, okay? If you play the G like that, then, you know, getting to D can be quite difficult, okay? So you've got to really think about your route as well, because, you know, so there's many different ways to skin a cat, talking of cat. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's not skin Cat. He's a great musician. I love him. This next one's a little bit of a challenging one. Everyone hates this chord change at first, but you know what? We got to do it, so we're going to do it now. And it's C to D. Okay, C to D. There's no real way of making it easier, but we're going to sort of talk about one little thing that will help in a moment. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a nice chord change. You hear that in loads of songs like Brown Eyed Girl in the chorus of that. It's a really cool chord change, okay? But C to D, how do you make it easier, okay? Because there's no real way of like pivoting. But what you can do is something I call the fake pivot. It's just where you strum the C, you leave your fingers on but remove one finger. So you remove your index, you move it to the 2nd fret of the G string for the D chord, okay? And then you move your other 2 fingers, okay? And the reason you do that is to give you something to anchor off to help build positive muscle memory. Because if you don't, what happens a lot of time, people lift the fingers off and the fingers will do the dance in the air. Like, whoa, what's going on? And then they'll just be like, put one finger down anyway. So you may as well lift off one finger consciously, put it down in the right position, and then move the other fingers. Okay? And over time, you'll do that in such a fast motion that people won't even notice, okay? And it won't be any break in the music. You could do it back and forth from the C to the D. So I hope you give that a try. It's not easy, chord changes aren't easy, but that's one method out of multiple that can help. All right then, so the next one we're going to do is C to F. Now C to a big bar chord F is tricky because the F chord is tricky as a big bar. But you can play a stripped back version of F where you just play the C and move your middle and ring down, and it's a nice light F, okay? So the middle of the ring move down to the D and G strings, and the index stays on the 1st fret of B, and you just strum those 3 strings, D, G, B, and then back to the C. So let's try that. So C to F, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it can be easy or it can be hard, that chord change, depending on how you play the F. But if you're in any doubt, the nice light version of F does work really nice. Now then we're going to do F to G. Okay, a lot of people again will struggle with F to G because they'll play the F like this, and then the G like this, or the G, you know. That's hard, but you can just do a mini version of F to G, where you just do the F and take it up 2 frets. And that's what we're going to try, because, you know, I'm all about making things simple if possible. Okay, it sounds pretty cool, it sounds nice and light. There will be occasions where this won't work and you will want to play the big bassy version, like the bar chords, but let's just do this simple version. Or do any version you want of F to G. It's up to you, it's your video. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and spot signs for tension in your shoulder. I notice then, and it happens every now and then, even my shoulder gets slightly tense every now and then. Okay, I had a bit of a workout at the gym yesterday and they're a little bit sore and I feel like my shoulders aren't very relaxed, you know. So always be aware of tension just generally when you play, okay? Even I have to spot that myself and fix it, and I'm doing that all the time, you know, and bad habits can creep in, so keep an eye on that. All right, the penultimate one we're going to do then is G to B minor, okay? We're going to go back to the normal G, any G that you like, strum that and then into B minor. It's a lovely little chord change. You'll hear it in songs like Easy by the Commodores, also done by Faith No More. The Faith No More version, funnily enough, with Easy is the only song I could get my son Archie to sleep to when he was a baby. I used to put that song on repeat with a beautiful intro on the piano. It sounds great, and it was the only one that could get him to sleep, so I love that song. But there's loads of other songs that use G to B minor. You have Wild Horses by Rolling Stones, Feed the Birds from Mary Poppins. I'm sure that's got a G to B minor. You know, it's a bit random in it, but why not? You know, it's actually a really cool song. Don't tell anyone I said that, you know, Mary Poppins. But still, it's a good song. And a good song is a good song. Anyway, G to B minor. You can leave your index finger on the first fret, so second fret of the A string for both. You can pivot around that if you like, okay? So after 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, okay, G to B minor. Alright then, finally then, we're going to do B minor to F sharp major. So we've got bar chord to bar chord, okay? And it's the same shape, the B minor shape. Okay, so you got that second fret A string, 4th fret D, 4th fret G, 3rd fret B, 2nd fret high E. Same shape, and all you're going to do is just move those fingers to a lower string with the F sharp minor. You'll hear that in Hotel California by the Eagles, of course, great band, okay? So remember, just moving those fingers to a lower string across, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there you have it. We didn't do much on it, like strumming or picking or playing like blues lines or anything like that, like we do in my other videos. That's pure chord changing lesson. Hopefully, you know, fun for you to do, and a little bit of entertainment in there with some song references in there as well. Okay, so enjoy that. If you want more from me, then go to fingerstyle101.com/free, because there's loads more stuff that's really going to help you. It's going to blow your mind what you're going to learn. Okay, some of the stuff in the Guitar Doctor, which is one of my ebooks, which fixing, you know, 35 of the most common, brutal, nasty, evil, bad habits that people suffer from, you know, because the guitar world just is full of bad advice. There's a lot of technical advice that is just so advanced that it blows people's minds, but a lot of the time we just need the simple fundamentals, and once you got them nailed, you can move on, and the Guitar Doctor is going to help you with that. But the other ebook I'm going to give you, the Super Mini Songbook, is going to really give you loads of fun with a couple of, well, 3 really amazing songs for you to learn as well, okay? So both combined, you got the technical stuff, you got the fun stuff, boom, together, like dynamite, right? So I hope you enjoy. If you want more lessons from me, check out this video as well. Right, thanks a lot, bye bye.